Daily News.
Hey everybody, Sean Peck with the Metal Daily News for Monday, July 19th, 2021. A lot of stuff happened over the last few days. We're going to bring you up to speed like we always do here. Here we go. Big news from the two giants of heavy metal, that being Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. In case you didn't have the internet, or you're sleeping under a rock, or you took too much Xanax over the weekend, Judas Priest announced a humongous 42 CD box set for the measly low price of $500. For $500, you can basically get a box set of all the albums that you already have, with some live stuff that's unreleased, no new tracks. But the cool stuff is the Ripper years are represented. Amazingly, they didn't skip over the Ripper years, Jugulator, Demolition, Live in London, and such. So if you've got $500 and you want to buy stuff again, kind of a la King Diamond, just re-releasing everything, be my guest. But no new tracks. I'm a huge Priest fan, but better you than me. Maiden, however, is rumored to have their new album in the can. For those of you that don't know, in the can means it's already done. Supposedly that album's been done for 3 years now. That's insider information. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. But at the Metal Daily News, sometimes we have our little birds tell us stuff that's on the inside. So they've been sitting on it for a long time. They finally released their new song and video for the song. What the hell is the name of the song? Writing on the Wall. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Writing on the Wall. The music video, if you haven't seen it, is a 10 out of 10. It is like an animated version of the heavy metal movie. It is freaking awesome. The song, kind of like the last 50 songs that they've released, it's just kind of, you hear it and it's cool, but do you really want to hear it over and over? Is it that one track you go to your friends like, dude, did you hear the new Maiden song? Like, not really. So video 10 out of 10, song 5. I mean, it's not a bad song, but it's just not like kicking your ass. And at the Metal Daily News, we hold these bands up to a higher standard. Demand more, people. But, you know, that's the kind of music you've gotten from Maiden since the Brave New World album, pretty much. Moving on, I can give you a first-hand report that Warrior got back together and played a show to support the passing of our brother Rob Farr. I am wearing the shirt from the event. Killer event. You know, I don't know how many hundreds of people there. Great turnout. Raised money for the family. Warrior played in some of his other bands, National Dust, and his cover band Radio 80s, I believe. Warrior was joined by Mike Davis on bass guitar. Mike Davis from Lizzie Borden and Drama Rama and Death Dealer and Halford. And Roy Z's solo, kind of a solo jam band, got together and played a bunch of songs with Ira Black, who was playing the other guitar. He was shredding. Roy was shredding. Really cool event. You know, a lot of heavy hearts, but a good way, a good send-off for a fallen brother, Rob Farr, great bass player and a great person. He was beloved by everybody, you could tell just by the event. Moving on, KK's Priest. All the band members recently assembled in England and worked on some promo material, photos, videos. So there's going to be a lot more content coming out of KK's Priest. Definitely looking forward to that. Remember, their album drops August 20th. Pre-order it. Don't just pre-save it on Spotify. Support the band and buy the record. Cinderella's Jeff LaBar passed away, as you probably heard last week. Found dead by his wife on Wednesday, July 14th, inside his apartment in Nashville at only 58 years old. So young. I have one Jeff LaBar story. Cage opened for Cinderella in San Diego, and the next morning we got a call and they said, "Hey, do you guys want to play with Cinderella tonight at the Joint in Vegas?" And it was like, drop everything that you're doing, pack your shit, and drive to Vegas. And we said, hell yeah, that's rock and roll. Killer show. Never forget it. So we were doing a sound check, no one in the venue yet. And LaBar walks by. We were playing Final Solution. We were extremely more heavier than Cinderella, but it still was cool. And, he just stopped and looked at us and just was like jamming to Final Solution. And then he just like gave us the thumbs up and walked off. And that's what I remember from Jeff LaBar. So that was very, very cool. And sorry that he is gone way too soon. Steel Panther, bass player, Lexi, has left the band. I'm going to read the press release from Steel Panther. The great pandemic of 2020 through 2037, funny, I hope not, has affected us all. For some, though, it's opened doors of opportunity and has been a catalyst for one's true calling in life. This is Lexi's story. He started a side business, Sexy Lexi's Prettiest Pets, to bring in money for Botox during the lockdown. Funny. But something miraculous happened. He realized his love for making pets pretty was greater than his love for being pretty himself. Lexi discovered a greater love, possibly the greatest love of all. Lexi's chosen to hang up his mirror and focus on his newfound passion, making ugly dogs pretty. Anyways, after 40 years of rocking and taking Steel Panther from the Viper Room to headlining a Wembley Arena, it's with heavy hearts, but with great heavy metal memories, that we bid Lexi Fox farewell. We love you, and we wish you a wonderful future, putting eyeliner on chihuahuas. Funny. I'm thinking, who is the perfect replacement for Steel Panther on the bass? Dave Ellefson. Can you imagine the jokes with Dave Ellefson and Steel Panther on stage? It is like, please, Lord, make it happen. Please make it happen. Ellefson and Steel Panther, it's too good to be true. The only problem with it may be or maybe not happening is I hear that Dave Ellefson is busy working on a solo project. A solo project. I couldn't help it. That's the Metal Daily News. I'm Sean Peck. We'll see you next time. Until then, hit it!